Hi everyone, welcome back to the Web3 channel. My name is Zach. In this video, we're looking at Brett Harrison, FTX president, speaking about NFTs, play to earn, and where he sees all of it going right now. Let's jump straight into it.
About NFTs for a couple of different reasons. The technology is super interesting because being able to provide proof of digital ownership is something that I think we have taken for granted has not really existed well on the internet up till now. And the second is that as a way of onboarding people to crypto, it's a lot easier to wrap your head around. This is a collectible, rare thing, as opposed to you have to open a non-custodial wallet and you have to understand the difference between Ethereum and Solana and what are different tokens and DeFi and all the concepts around crypto that make it somewhat difficult to swallow. We think NFTs are a particularly good way of onboarding people into the crypto ecosystem. So that's why we have invested time into building out our NFT marketplace so we can jump into. But the thing that we're most excited about is that NFTs are going to become a technology used in a variety of different circumstances outside of just sort of the consumer collectible marketplace. One of the biggest areas of this is gaming, where we think that games want to use blockchain technology. And it could be that it's a brand new game that's completely built around some kind of play to earn mechanic or otherwise blockchain technology like Axie Infinity, or it could be some existing AAA studio or publisher who wants to retrofit some existing game and, for example, make their NFT, their skins for their characters available as NFTs. But these game studios are not going to build crypto expertise overnight. They're looking to partner with companies that can help provide those.
That's the important thing right now is that he said that, gamers want NFTs. Well, actually, if you were to look at Twitter, they say that they don't. But at the same direction, he's saying that that gaming companies aren't going to become crypto experts overnight in the same way that gamers are not going to become crypto experts overnight. Now, do they need to become crypto experts? Not necessarily, but do they need to be open to trying a game that even has NFTs involved? That's also a thing, right? Realistically, gamers are not natively into crypto. They're natively into the digital experiences that they get through gaming. Of course, as we see NFTs make their way into them in a way that actually benefits the gamer in a way that they can tangibly understand, that's when we see the ball rolling a bit.
Technological services on the back end so they can focus on game creation. So we're talking to a number of different game studios that want to use FTX and white label our product inside of their game and their application or whatever it is. And so that's why we're investing in NFT technology as well. So we can be the one that provides those services on the back end in a manner that's, compliant. So think about one of the reasons why a lot of the blockchain games have been pulled from the Steam store is because they're providing financial transaction services without making sure users aren't, money laundering. And so the thing that we can do as a service is we can help KYC users, we can help run transaction monitoring, we can help do custodial wallet services, we can help mint NFTs, all as a single service for these game companies.
And so, Brett, you're teasing.
You couldn't hear me speak. It's really important that Brett Harrison is getting into here where FTX finds itself in gaming. What is their role here? Is it to start new game studios, or is it, of course, to provide back-end services, which is what they already have built their company on for, of course, game studios that want to try and figure things out in a way they kind of learn from crypto companies rather than trying to become crypto experts themselves overnight.
Us now, because you told us as we jumped on the call, we got some exclusive news today. So what has happened today as we've been recording? You guys have just acquired a company in the space. So could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so we just announced literally a half an hour ago that we just acquired Good Luck Games, which is a small game studio that has as their first game an auto battler called Storybook Brawl. And it's a game that the FTX team fell in love with last year, and we just love the team and their vision. And they shared a lot of our collective vision on enabling blockchain technology for games in a way that just complements and doesn't kind of ruin the game experience. And so we're super excited to now work with them on building out their game and including the different kinds of technologies that FTX can bring as they develop their Storybook Brawl game, as well as different offshoots that they have planned.
Okay, I think it's really important to note that when we're looking at this acquisition, which we're talking about here, that they have, of course, announced about a day ago at this point, it's important to notice that when we look at the engagement from the actual gamers themselves on the game that he has specifically spoken about here, they have not been happy, i.e. the gamers, the customers have not been happy. At the very least, the Twitter ones have not been happy. They voiced their concerns saying, thanks for the game, but we'll be off now. And of course, these are the trust issues that we need to get past, and of course fight by doing what we need to do when it comes to NFT gaming, rather than being a predatory monetization system, essentially actually building onto an already very brilliant game. And of course, what they definitely need to do is keep that in mind, that whilst they may share the same vision, the community doesn't believe that right now, and so that does need to be trust that's gained over time.
So basically what you're saying is SBF has 6 screens. One is Twitter and one is the gaming platform live while he's doing
That's the one that was facing away from the camera.
Yeah, no one can see to get him don't want to get him in trouble.
I also think it's quite important that he has spoken about how they plan to expand through that with studios like the one that they've just acquired, where of course right now they're starting with an auto battler, but maybe they're hoping to learn more about the game making process with the studio, and hand in hand they can help with the monetization aspect of the game.
Brett, I just want to ask, so all the initiatives that you mentioned, NFTs, the games, potentially going into stocks, in 10 years from now, what does the revenue pie for FTX look like?
Okay, and we'll be having a look at that later on. Of course, if you want to see this podcast, I'll be putting a link in the description to the video where you can see this lot talking about everything that's important in the Web3 space. That being said, of course, though, this is the Web3 channel covering everything happening in crypto, NFT, and metaverse, everything and anything on that list. Make sure to subscribe to anything going on. And with that being said, have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next Web3 video.